Good morning. It should be September 23rd, and we're doing writing session 6. Before we do that, which you've already watched that lesson, I want to do a quick overview of what we've done so far. So far we saw do's and don'ts of a 3rd grade writing notebook. Make sure that date is on it. There's a lot of sentences, and you number the pages at the bottom. That's important. We have our 2nd grade writing checklist that we have been working on, but we also started to talk about our 3rd grade one. And in our 3rd grade one in particular, we talked about, in specific, the overall, but the lead, that beginning section. So I'm going to highlight that for you. Because in that beginning, we need to make sure that there is the setting, and we tell who the characters are. Just like this, okay? And we are starting to do that from what I've been noticing. And we're starting to do the overall section, okay? As you're talking, I do want to make sure that your ending now is looking pretty decent. So start to look at that, and that you are trying to elaborate as much as you can, okay? Which elaborate means you're just showing what happened step by step, okay? So check on that. Put this here. We're finding ideas for true stories, which means that we went through a person and chose just one. Then we listed the small moments of that person. And then we chose to write the story. You should be at 4 total stories by now, or working on your 4th to finish that today, okay? We also thought of a place that matters to us. We mapped a small moment. We chose one small moment, and then we wrote the story. We've done all of this so far, okay? What I'm expecting from you from your writing is writing pieces similar to this. They should be about this long, right? That date's in the corner, and you number that page at the bottom. Your brainstorming should look as neat as this, okay? I do have high expectations. So that being said, I'm going to put that over here. You should be at least up to entry number 4. And you can be anywhere from page 5 to page, I don't know, maybe 7, because you added more. All right, so make sure there's a date on it, and that you are labeling all of the pages with the page number. Now we're going to backtrack and go over session number 3, the hard parts of writing. We all feel this, especially right now, okay? Sometimes we get tired and we run out of steam, and we just want to quit writing. Sometimes we can't think of much to say, so we just sit there. Sometimes we're writing an entry and it turns out to be awful, and we know if we keep writing, it just gets worse and worse. Sometimes our writing feels boring. Yawn. This is the hard part of writing that we all go through, and I get it. Not everything about school is easy, and this is one of them. That's our hard part of writing. However, we have to be able to overcome those, okay? What I mean by overcome is that often you're going to have to be able to take a breath and realize that you can do it. The quote of the day today said that the word impossible, it cannot be made without I'm possible, right? Those 2 words are in there. You can do it, and know that you can always take a 5-minute break, walk away, and come back, okay? But we do expect a lot out of you, out of our writing. We have found true stories, ideas about a person and a place that we've gone over already. This one's very important. A storyteller's voice shows, not tells. You describe actions that took place. Use dialogue. I'm going to highlight this one because we should start to be able to write that pieces of dialogue in there. My mom said, "Please don't do that." I said, "I'm sorry, Mom." That should all be in there. You also need to describe what we saw, smelled, tasted, and felt. Are you using all of your senses? Miss Biney, I need probably 10 minutes. I'll come find you then.
Yeah, I was talking for Leo because I think you're gonna have to bounce his assignment back to him because we didn't
Leo?
record it.
I don't have them.
Oh, it was your thing. That's why you're all sharing it.
Oh, yeah. Go. Aaron's in a meeting right now. Okay. I'm sorry. Describes images around the storyteller. So you want to make sure that you are really making it sound as good as this book did, right? In this book, there's a lot of dialogue and description because you can tell exactly what's happening in this book, not only by the pictures, but by their writing. Is yours as powerful as Come On Rains was? If it's not, maybe it's a good day to go back and check to make sure you have dialogue, which is people talking back and forth, that there's actions being said. Let me put this right here because this is a very important one. Awesome. Here's some more examples of what a third grader's writing should look like. Mom's Kiss Goodbye. I'll read this to you. One lovely day, on the first day of school, I told my mom to hurry up and get my backpack full of things like my lunch, my snack, my special pencils, my pen, and my very special, powerful writing book. They're describing who's there, what they're doing, and where they are, and my glue stick. And so I zipped my backpack and I walked outside, and the bus was already there, and Mom gave me a kiss. And ever since that day, I can still feel that exact same wonderful kiss. That's just that one moment that they really stretched out and talked about just putting things into a backpack, right? They're using how things felt and in a storyteller's voice. Hey, sweetie, you can come sit down if you like. All right, so today, please work on editing. So you can go back in and make sure there's dialogue. You can finish your story number 4. You can make sure that there's action, but we need to go and make sure that our 4 writing pieces so far are to the best of your ability. All right? Sounds good. Please post a picture of it.